We back. Free game. We should try to do this every day for 30 days. It'll probably change our life. What episode we on?
Episode Who Knows?
Episode Who Knows? That's the title of this. You know what's crazy about this episode?
Yay.
You know, I said we should do this before we go to sleep because we've been on a crazy run. So if it wasn't up to me, we wouldn't be getting no new free games. Told y'all, nigga been like lagging, and I'll be having to be like, man, before y'all crash, let's get it in. I had a great idea today to start a podcast, Cultural Reset. That'll be coming soon.
Yay!
You heard? Something for the culture. Hey, I'm really on like a crazy mode to like rebuild culture for us. Like, I want young kids to experience hip-hop in the fashion that I got to experience it. That's, like, something that's, like, not just negative and gossip and messiness, but, like, oh, this is cool. And, oh, I found this new dope artist from this. And, oh, I found you on this platform, and I love that platform. I want to go on there when I grow up, you know, type shit. All that shit missing. Award shows. Nigga. We used to have great award shows.
Something that's actually exciting and pours into you instead of just gossip and it just be hate.
And something that puts the art first. Like I've never a nigga never had to pay me to get on a Goodcompenny page ever.
You couldn't.
A nigga can't pay me to get on. That's the fucking thing.
You couldn't.
Can't. It's not even possible. That's the crazy part. We don't fuck with it. We just don't fuck with it. And that integrity has like left. But it's so interesting because when you share shit like that, like everybody agrees.
Right.
But why is it still happening? Why are we still proceeding if we all agree on the sentiment?
I don't know.
It's like giving up crack. You know, it's like, I know it's bad for me. I know. But
the crazy part is, it's like those platforms are like handing out crack. It's like, I know this ain't gonna do nothing good for you, but here, because the nigga paid me to give it to you. So here. Why you not smoking the crack, bruh? It's like, damn, I don't want it. And they just force it on you and force it on you and force it on you until it's like, well, damn, I kind of do know the little crack song they be doing outside. Like,
but it's so interesting. It's so intriguing. Like, at some point, it's all going to go to shit. Well, I feel like it's I kind of feels like that's the point we're at in hip hop. Like, it's all going to shit. Like, you have to really dig for the talent. Mm-hmm. Like, versus like, I feel like great talent should be like the accessible. Fruit should be the most accessible thing. Mm-hmm. Everything else you should have to do extra to get. But the fruit and the veggie should be the shit that's like, no, this is always in the front of the store.
I was just watching this video of like these like homesteaders or whatever, and they were going around and they were breaking down like things that are marketed as healthy for you, but are actually like really, really bad for you. And it's just like, you really have to find and become educated just to get something that's good for you. Because if you went in the store and you were like, I'm gonna get some healthy snacks, and you got what was marketed as healthy, you would still be screwed.
But you know what's crazy? When you go in the store, the produce section is always built separately from the other sections. Mm-hmm. Like, all the other shit be like in racks and aisles because it's not alive. Mm. The produce section got like misters and
it has and it requires maintenance.
You feel, because it requires, but it's like you can't miss it.
Yeah,
you gotta go ask the lady where the chips at. You never have to ask where's the vegetables because it's like you can't miss that section ever.
Right,
you can't miss it. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's the shit. It's like everything else you have to ask and read the signs. You never had to read the sign for that section, but in hip hop you do. You know, it's like in hip hop you don't have to ask where the chips at. It is right here. Every day in front of you. It's on a
That's
award
all we
show.
serve.
It can't rap. That's all we have.
This the liquor store, actually.
It
ain't even the grocery store. This the liquor store.
You should never
we got
be
chips
able
and
to
candy.
like consume a hip hop awards and you watch 10 performances and none of them had nutrients. You mean not one of these changed my life or altered my perspective or gave me an experience I was like, wow. None of these.
Not one?
Not one was like, wow, this is hip hop. This is why, you know, niggas was building companies and shit culture. You feel me? All of that shit is gone.
Okay, on a lighter note, shit. Let's talk about what the run that we've been on the last few days, months, years, decade.
Oh God. Man, I'm excited for tomorrow for like a rest day. Cause like we really,
No, we're not doing that tomorrow anymore. It got moved to another day.
What?
He thought we was doing that media day thing.
Oh yeah, no. Tomorrow we're gonna get the rest, and it's like
we're not even rested.
3 days we're going back to bed. You know what I mean by rest day, nigga. I don't mean really rest, nigga. Get your ass up and work, motherfucker. No, but I'm excited to just like I get to chill and be home because it's like we went from Martinez to LA back to Sacramento in a fucking van, 12 hours, 13 hours of driving. And I ain't had to drive in a while, so it was like, I love that we do these things still because it keep me rooted. And I love that I haven't become too big to do any role. You feel me? Like, I actually enjoyed that experience. It was like, man, this is like what it takes. At every level. If you're not willing to do what it takes at every level, right. You feel me? Like there's no part of this where you too big to do what needs to be done.
Can never get too big for a mop.
Oh God.
Can never.
Give it what you got, but don't get too big for a mop. Sheesh.
This nigga been really rapping for
Mordecai,
a long time.
come up. Come on.
That nigga was laying on the ground.
Finna go to sleep.
Look how he got into the shot.
That nigga finna sit on the edge of the couch backwards.
Hi, I'm Malachi.
How this run been for you? Like you went from going to high school, every day, and that's a different regimen to how we run. Like nigga, you gotta get up and go, you gotta fly, you gotta come back. Nigga was in the airport, lost his ID, and had to go through all this. How has it been like adjusting to the tempo and the pace of how we play the game?
It feel like playing basketball with NBA players. Cause it's like I ain't in the league yet, but I'm going, and I know what the game should look like. I've enjoyed it. It's been a bit hectic because my mind moves quickly, and Tieta be like reminding me like slow down because I'll forget stuff. But I don't know. It's been great. I'm grateful. It's been fire.
One thing, you are in the league. You are in the league. You said, and I'm not in the league yet. You are definitely. You was on NPR Tiny Desk.
You just a rookie.
Yeah, you're on your rookie contract.
Right.
But it's like you're definitely in the league, and you Anthony Edwards, nigga. You heard? Do you feel like good about your choice and like the direction you took? I remember there was a point. This nigga was like, "I'm gonna go to college," and not that we weren't supportive, but we all just like laughed, and we was just like,
"Okay."
I mean, do you want to?
Yeah.
And it was crazy for that to be like the state you were in. With your level of drive, talent, and work ethic, like why was that like the choice?
Because it's like that's what I've seen a lot. I saw niggas go to college, get their financial aid, hustle with that, and then
Right.
just run.
Hey, that's how I got here.
That's what I saw, and so that's what I planned on doing. I was like, I'm gonna get this financial aid, get what I gotta get, that studio equipment, whatever I need, I'm gonna go get it, and I'll take a business class as well because it don't hurt to learn. But I didn't want to do that, and so I'm glad that I've been here. Like this felt like it feels necessary. Like even Rance, he said like that I could go to the school, but that ended up not going how I was supposed to. And it's like even that, I'm not mad at that. I'm grateful because I got to be here, and I feel like if I was supposed to be somewhere else, I would have been. But I'm here.
Sheesh. And what's crazy about that? It's like. You would have got that financial aid, but you would have lost all your time. So it's like, and your time is more valuable than that financial aid. Depending on how you ran it, you still would have been able to run your play, but you've been able to learn so much and advance so fast because every time we get up and go, it's like now you in the truck with us every time. And that's a different experience. You shaking different hands. You're getting all the experience that schools start to teach you about, but you don't get to actually receive.
You just read about it.
Right.
You listen to niggas talk about it, but you don't get to live it yet. Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
What's been your craziest like moment this past month?
Yesterday, the ab soul punch.
Ooh.
The ab soul punch.
Oh yeah. Solo ho twerk song.
Wait, no, but Tiny Desk.
Yeah, that
Tiny
was
Desk.
fucking
The
amazing.
ab soul punch was great. That's up there. But Tiny Desk though,
Tiny Desk was amazing.
like what the fuck? You said by way of Merced. They've never heard that name before. Ever. What the fuck is Merced? Like, no.
Right?
They thought you was talking about another
first.
planet.
That's the first.
Yup.
Damn.
And I get
How
to
did
say it
Tiny-
You're the
every
first
time.
nigga from Merced on Tiny Desk. The first.
And I'm gonna come back with my niggas. And then it's gonna be a few more niggas from Merced that been there. And it's like,
Sheesh.
I get to yell it every time.
Oh,
That's
God.
been great. Get to be like, I'm from Merced. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
yeah.
Oh, God.
How did Tiny Desk feel for you?
For me?
Mm-hmm.
It was a surreal moment. It was a surreal moment. I went through every emotion, you know, because I share so many moments with so many people that I be having to remember to like ingest it as my moment as well, and not just like look out for everybody, but to really just receive it as like, damn, this is a thing that was crafted and delivered to me for being me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just felt special. Even the atmosphere in the room and the energy they had towards us, like, I just feel like that episode is going to change a lot. You know, it felt like 100G shit. Like, we knew after we did that, we knew, like, nigga, like, it was no sound and niggas was in a park like this who didn't know me,
Right.
You know, so it was like, that shit gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how Tiny Desk felt. It was just like, damn. But it was also like it was like this big of a moment in a whole thing we was doing, you know?
Yeah.
It was like just a tiny thing. I was right outside talking to homeless niggas after that, you know?
Crazy.
Man.
How did it feel for you?
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
From Clear Lake to Tiny Desk,
Man.
Clearly.
first.
It felt like it happened in the blink of an eye. Like, I wish I could have held on to the moment a little bit longer. Like, I feel like there's always so much more build up to a moment than there actually is the moment.
Right.
You know, like we sit around and we wait and we talk about it and we rehearse and then it happens and it's over like that. Like I feel like I was hyper present, but I don't know. Those are moments that like I wish that we could like play back so we could re-experience like,
You know,
in real
for
time.
me, that's why I love like footage. Because like when I'm in moments, I really experience them, which is why I
Yeah.
don't really have recollection because I don't sit and think I really be in it. But watching footage gives me all the feelings and emotions that I had during that time that I didn't get to like really experience because I don't get to witness it. I feel like witnessing it happen is a different experience than actually experiencing it. You know,
being
like,
in it is like, it's hard to put to words how it feels to be standing there,
Right.
looking at everybody, looking at you.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to be the one witnessing it, but to be the nigga that
in
people
it.
are witnessing is like,
It's like playing football and then watching your highlights after.
right.
Cause it's like, damn.
It's like
I broke
he's
that nigga
scoring
ankles.
81. Like Kobe's perspective of his 81 game is different from ours.
Right.
We just cheering. That nigga was working his fucking ass off.
right. Every time he scored, the people in the stands got to go crazy and talk about it and
But
like
he had to stay
recollect.
locked in.
But you have to stay locked in. It's so different. Like, those moments are, you're so focused on making sure that you don't fuck it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even still, like, I fumbled a little bit. I think
missed the
you
line.
fumbled a little.
Yeah.
It was like, it'd be so human, but like, yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard to put into words. But I was really proud. I was really, really proud. I was just like remembering, man, all the moments that we spent plotting and calling it from deep. Like, this is what's gonna happen. This is what we gonna do. And
you know, these last 3 shows felt like I really cherished them because they felt like, man, look how far a nigga came. All of them felt like those moments just of like even the Martinez shit, like the audience was like, you know, different because it was private, but I feel like the way I can now command a room, like, I feel like I've really gotten to a point where it's not really a performance. Like, I can go into almost any room and space and turn it into what I need it to be for me to do what I need to do. And Martinez was a real testament because I was uncomfortable, you know, as a nigga. It was just like, I'd rather not, but I'm a fuck around and y'all gonna see what's up, you know. And you know, that shit changed so many people's life and perspective. Like, white people love me. And I love that they love me for me. Like, I'm not a token nigga.
yeah,
Ever.
You're just a
like,
nigga.
I'm just me. You feel me? And it's a beautiful thing because everybody don't get that leisure. Some niggas have to, like, act to get received and be received by certain people.
You remind me of like a really good pastor. Like, even if you don't believe in Christianity or whatever he's preaching about, he's able to move you because, like, just the way he speaks is so powerful.
real.
And that's really you. Like, you can move anybody in a room. I don't care what kind of music you enjoy. Like, when we was at the Iowa show, he's like, I don't even listen to rap. I came here to see T-Pain.
Right.
Yeah, you're and I feel like we have been able to witness you, like, ascend in your craft this year.
I think that T-Pain tour really, like, taught me. Like, I'm excited to do the dates with G-Eazy because I've been just thinking about, like, the crowd, and I'm just like, to me, it no longer matter who's out there. You know, there's a quote, one of my favorite quotes is, it doesn't matter who you play, it's how you play. It don't matter who on the other side. If you doing what you supposed to do and you making all your shots, don't matter.
Right.
You feel me? Like, you, as long as you play great, you gonna win the game. And now it's like, that's how I've been approaching that shit. Like, it's dope. It's dope. I feel like we get to operate in any space. The Future show, I was kind of concerned because I was like,
You can't. We didn't even talk about that. You opened up for Future.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Press that button.
That was crazy. Oh yeah.
No.
Which one? I don't know what one it is because I can't hear it. Oh, the air horn. That was crazy. How did that feel?
That was blurry. That was blurry. It was just like, it's funny because it was like, it felt like me doing a nigga a favor more than like me getting. I didn't really look at it like, oh, I'm getting an opportunity to get in front of Future scrap at all. It was like, I'm fuck with him, go to, you know. Even afterwards, when we were sitting in the crowd waiting for him to perform, it was like, yeah, it wasn't one of those things to me, like how it was with T-Pain. It wasn't that for me, you know. It was just like, let me go rock. So it was different energy, but it's crazy to get to the point to where I feel like that in an arena. Like, I felt it was like, nigga, I'm gonna go do what I do in an arena. Right. You know, so Summer Jam was big though. That was like,
damn, we didn't talk about Summer Jam either,
bro. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, that was really cool. The Future thing was really cool because I felt like it was one of those learning moments for like us. I feel like you and I both be like, shit, I don't want to do that. And then we don't do things that could actually really benefit the movement. And that was one of those things that Splash had to send a long text about to be like, bruh.
Let's splash out then.
But you went and it ended up being way bigger than just the Future performance.
So I had got a call last minute to open for Future at Oracle, and my first reaction was like, I don't know. You know, like it was my whole thing was just like different bass, different crowd. I don't really like consume Future music like that. It's just like not the same alignment and energy. So I was like, I ain't gonna go. I told this nigga Splash. That nigga Splash was adamant about that. And why was you so adamant?
Because I was adamant because it's like I know like the ins and outs of why. Like we talk about it a lot, and it's like, nigga, we don't care to go prove ourselves to niggas who we gotta prove ourselves to. It's like, nigga, if you don't recognize it when you see it, it's like it's not for you. Mm-hmm. But it's also like a lot of them niggas do be needing that. Like I feel like they in a race until they bump into niggas like us. They don't even know that niggas like us are possible. Like, you know, they feel like they gotta be at them type of things. They feel like they gotta do what them niggas do to make it. They feel like they just in that race, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I used to be in that race, nigga. Like, I used to think my version of making it as a director, I still felt like I would be wearing chains and doing all the shit them niggas doing. Like, I didn't see, no, for real. I didn't see my life being a cool regular nigga. Like, I thought you had to, that's what you did when you made it. Or that's what you do when you go out. Is like, be of that type of crowd, you know? So, us getting a chance to rock a crowd that's like, it's a whole different, it's a different feel of what we about to provide than what they're about to get. It's gonna make niggas think. It's going to make you think. You can't turn your brain off and just listen to this beat. You just can't. Like, there's, it's not possible. Even when you play your turn shit, give me a beat and all that shit. Like, nigga, you really talk your shit, and the nigga has to listen. There's no way this beat finna carry you through. It's just not gonna happen.
Even if the beat carries you through, it feels good. Like, even like they beats, they be knocking, but it be like dark knocking, like the shanking music that Mike G love making.
You're like, boom. Is that nigga sleep? Is he
Nah,
over there?
he over there playing Call of Duty.
Call
But
of
yeah,
booty.
yours is like, it's,
Call of booty.
Shut the fuck.
You got freaky nigga sounds?
no, I was
What you
going.
looking for?
Nigga moaning.
You'll be able to,
On live though?
you'll be able to hear what I played when you watch it back.
Hell nah.
It's been hella shit happening though. It's been a crazy
It has been
fucking
a
run.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So
I just
much
feel
I
like
can't remember.
Anytime we got a chance to break a nigga out the Matrix, we don't always got to do it, but it's like, if it ain't gonna hurt us, why not?
Yeah.
You
And I
never
feel
know
like
who
that's
you impact.
It's almost a natural reaction to being around us. Like, we see so many niggas just spend some time in the day, and it's just like, oh, it's hard to be around and not realize what's missing from your program. Like, you start to go to certain niggas' house and you go back home. Like, if you go to a nigga house and everybody hugging you, then you go home and your bitch looking at you crazy and don't even give you love, you start being like,
Oh God.
why?
Literally.
You know, like, it's a different,
Yeah.
you having an experience that's like, this don't make sense.
Oh God.
No more. It just don't line up. And I noticed that transition with everyone we work with.
It's so infectious, nigga, that we have footage of I interviewed the niggas from Tiny Desk, and they said it was the best Tiny Desk they've ever recorded. Like, I have footage of that shit.
Crazy.
Nigga, like, they're on video saying that this is the best one that they've ever seen. They've shot thousands. They
told everybody that shit.
Nigga, they have 2,300 videos on their YouTube.
Oh, God.
Like, what the fuck? That's
Right.
crazy. And if they did tell everybody they don't got footage, nigga, we do.
God.
Should have filmed it.
Should have filmed it, nigga. So it don't matter.
It felt like it. It felt, bro. When we walked in a Tiny Desk, it was a lady at the main desk, older lady, and she didn't really like speak to us or nothing. Like, she just had kind of a stale energy. Nigga, after she couldn't stop smiling at me the whole way as I walked out. It was like, and it was like so dope to see it. But it's like, from her experience, she probably witnessed hundreds of niggas coming here, some with attitude, something they star, some this, and then she got to experience music she may or may not enjoy, and you know, it was like dope to see that refreshing her. Like, man, we altered her state in her spirit, and she didn't know us, but that the music was enough, and that show you how powerful and maybe it's not just the music, it's the spirit too. But you know, the spirit comes through the music, and it shows you how powerful that shit is.
Oh God, and that's why I sent the long message.
Oh God,
Oh God, you gotta be there.
God.
Gotta
Be
big
there
bro.
for future.
They got the door like.
No, he got that stick talk. The stick talk.
How was Tiny Desk for you, Splash?
Right?
You probably the first cameraman to
nigga
ever
from
be.
Richmond on Tiny Desk.
You the first cameraman ever on Tiny Desk.
Oh God.
No, for real, like dead ass.
For real, like you don't play an instrument or like rap or nothing, and you was on Tiny Desk because a nigga like, no, that's my nigga, and he finna be on here.
For me, it was kind of like what you said. Like in the moment, you don't really like process it and think about it and shit. But like, I think it hit me immediately though, because as soon as we got done, they were walking up to me like telling me what they're gonna credit me as and asking me for my information and shit, because they was like, right? It's like that shit was crazy. And then they were saying it in the thing. They were like, we've never had anybody come on and just dance or just be there for vibes. Like we've never had that happen. So it was like, damn,
That's
like
hella tight.
nigga, you're the first to create anything like that. Like the environment for it to exist was like, what the fuck?
Right.
I didn't even feel out of place.
That shit was funny as fuck during rehearsals where they like, what do he do? Where does he need to be? And it's like, you kind of see. Like, so do we need a mic? I mean, if you want to give him one.
You don't really. They had him standing over there next to me. I was like, what's he doing here?
Bro, on God. And it was
That was
crazy.
hella tight.
Because in my head the whole time, I'm thinking, I'm going to be the reason all this shit goes south. Because I be dancing too hard and I be just
About
into
to
the...
knock everything
No,
over.
literally, I'm like, I'm going to knock something down and it's going to be like, and then they're going to be like, why do we even have this nigga up here? But it didn't go that way. And I was
Jumping.
dancing my ass off, bro. Like,
That set turned out so fucking hard.
bro. So it
One
was like,
take.
nigga, and I felt amazing afterwards, bro. Like I'd be like really sitting there trying to find reasons to not appreciate shit and just be like, you not gonna be shit still. Even this far in my life, I
Right.
still find reasons to being like, you still ain't shit. But nigga, I felt hella good after that, bro. It was like it was damn near like I made it moment. Like for real.
You know what's crazy? As niggas, like, I learned that we do that too, to remain ain't shit. Like, if you tell yourself all the time, then when you do ain't shit, you like, it makes sense.
Knew
You
it.
know, like, it allows you to stay.
I ain't never gonna be
It
shit.
allows you to it allows you to stay in that space. So when you like prove it, it's like you feel more comfortable. Because if you telling yourself opposite and then you do some ain't shit, you gonna feel like shit. You feel me?
No,
Because
for
it's
real.
like I know I'm better than this. You feel me? But when you stay in that state, it just allow you to kind of occupy that space.
No, for real. Damn, yeah, I gotta stop doing that.
I ain't never gonna be shit. That's why I cheat on my bitch.
No. No. Not that.
Crazy.
Not
That's
that.
how
Wait.
niggas be.
Wait. Yeah, that's how niggas be.
Like what that nigga might
that's how
say.
that nigga-
What that
I
nigga
love
might
my
say.
beautiful
Now, me. He said,
Now
not
me.
another hoe around here.
No, but dead ass though, T niggas will really do that, and then you
God.
just like, yeah.
I
And
told you I wasn't
it's
shit.
crazy too because like I don't do it often. It just be like,
Cheat on your bitch?
no,
Nah, come on,
wait,
bruh,
no.
come on.
Cut.
He like, no, I do that often.
Like, no, that. No, but I
Now I'm
won't.
turned up all the way.
I won't find myself talking like negative about myself often, but when I do get in those spaces, I'll really be like, nah, you really ain't shit. Like I'll really convince myself like this is exactly why you failing at this because you just not
Crazy.
shit. You're not supposed to be shit. You know.
Right.
Only a nigga who's shit could do this.
And
That's
it's
why
so
you can't
crazy
do it.
because it's like, if you woke up every day and I spoke to you like that, you would not want to be around.
Not at all.
Niggas
Not
be
at all.
like,
And
"Man,
in
this
fact,
nigga."
This nigga weird.
No, for real. And in fact, being around you and T, I get the complete opposite. Even if you giving me tough love for the day and you like really own me, T will come behind and be like, nigga, she'll still give me that same tough love, but it'll be like, nigga, this is why, like X, Y, and Z. This is what I went through. And vice versa. If T on my ass giving me tough love, you'll come behind and be like, nigga, you feel me? Like both of y'all just balance a nigga and keep a nigga, in good spirits. So I couldn't imagine y'all talking to me the way I talk to myself. I'd be like, damn, these niggas hate me. Like, for real, I'd really be like, they hate me. Like, why am I around?
Right.
Type shit.
Right.
Nigga ready to crash
crazy.
out.
No, for real.
Mike Jeezy, can you come on? Pull up.
He's in the middle of a kill streak, bro.
Finna shoot a nigga.
If ain't nobody died, ain't no Mike G beat.
Hey, hell nah.
Mike G.
Hell
Mike
nah.
G, turn up then.
Turn it up
Mike
then.
G, fill up your gun then.
Turn it up then.
Mike G
My
been
God.
dancing and shit. Oh my
My
God.
God. I damn near pulled a hamstring today. That's why I
That
don't
man
dance.
said,
Mike
T,
G.
hold my iPad.
So
Yeah.
this nigga Mike G came to my crib. Can I share?
Yep.
This nigga Mike G came to my crib about a month ago. He like, man, I really need to talk, right? And he was just like contemplating, like moving back and going because he like, well, I just don't know. It ain't going like this, and I'm doing this, and I don't really want to do that and this. And we just talked. We end up, did we ride bikes that day?
We did.
We ended up
We
riding
did.
bikes. And
It was hella
just
funny.
like, by the end of the bike ride, we were
Yeah.
just laughing. All we could do was laugh because it was just like, it was one of them moments where you just get in your head and in your way. And I remember him telling me he didn't like live mixing. And I was just like, I mean, I feel it, but it's just because, like, you don't have the experience. Like, I wouldn't put you there if I didn't trust you. But I was like, I'm going to stop putting you there, though. It's all good. Boy, I put that nigga there every chance I could get after that. And it's been
That's
so
funny.
dope to witness you grow
Yeah,
and
no, for
elevate
sure.
so fast. Like, you getting better faster. And now it's like you doing bigger venues and you using snakes and equipment that he wasn't even comfortable using because he was just fucking with the in the box
Oh,
shit.
God. Today I used a new console.
Oh God!
Today I used
And it's
the
like,
console.
man,
iPad mic.
I was selecting shit.
how does it feel now? He like, I still
Yeah, I
feel
still don't fuck with it. But nah, this free game, I still don't fuck with it. But like I said, this free game, and it's nothing better but to elevate me. Like engineering, bro. Like I didn't even fuck with engineering when I started, bro. Like I really like my heart lies in beats, but you know I just get good at shit at everything that I can that I doing around what I love. So it's like I could just be the best. And it's like if anyone needs me for something, it's like I can do it and I can decide if I want to do it, if it's a good opportunity for me or not. So it's like, and it's crazy with that being said, it's like if I didn't take engineering seriously and like, even though I didn't like it at the time, it was like, you know, now it's like, you know, I find joy in engineering, not as much as beats, but it's like, I wouldn't have made it here. You know what I'm saying? Like if I
Right.
didn't kill that session with you in Vegas, it's like, I wouldn't even be sitting here right now. So it's like, if you take time to work on your craft where you lack at, it's like, you never know where it's going to take you for real. you
Let me
know?
drop the
Oh,
applause on
wait.
this
Oh,
nigga.
God.
Oh,
For real. For real. Like you
and
could,
nobody
Nobody-
engineering opened the door for all of your beat placements.
no, for real.
You got a song with
For real.
Snoop, T-Pain, Busta, all of them because it was
For
like,
real.
oh, this my engineer. He with me. I need him with me because I move around.
My God.
And boom.
It's like no matter what it is, it's like if you don't love something, that means you got to work on it for real because it's like that's where you're gonna lack at. It's like a lot of people are dope and talented, whether they're a producer or artist or whatever it is. But it's like if you don't put in the work towards the other stuff, like doing the content or like stuff that people will see or anything that you don't love to do, then you lacking. You know what I'm saying?
Get this nigga on engineers.
Right.
Oh,
Ali.
God.
Where
It's
he at?
crazy. It's crazy.
And
We
you
were-
been live streaming lately.
Yeah, we were. I talked to Russ like a couple weeks ago or a week or two ago. We were in Virginia. I don't even know. We be in so many places. But I was talking to him
Flex.
and I was like, bro, like, how do I expand like myself? Cause like I'm getting hit up a lot in like my DMs and my emails, and it's like everything like Mike G X LaRussell, like Mike G X LaRussell, and it's like that's cool, but at the same time, I kind of want it to be my brand to be my brand. You know what I'm saying? Not just associated with LaRussell. So I asked him, I was like, how can I get like my brand to be up? And he's like, bro, like you got so much shit going on. You got to start doing content. So it's like he told me about doing live streaming. So yeah, I've been doing live streaming every day. Every day I hop on live, whether I'm mixing a song that no other engineer would be allowed to show. Like
Oh,
these aren't
God.
even released.
Right.
Like I just did a big sad one. I did a few of them that's like, bro, like how are you getting the okay to do this? You know what I'm saying? And it's like people sitting in there. I get like, you know what I'm saying? Like the people that's joining now because it's so new, it's like I'll have 10, 15 people in there at max, and it go down to like 5 consistent viewers. But it's pretty dope. Today or yesterday at the show, there was 3 people that's like, I love the content. And then I had a few people today, the new content, and I've only been doing it for like a week now. And today, a few people came up and was like, yeah, like I'm a producer, like I've been watching all the live streams and like whatever and blah, blah. And it's like, it's cool because it's like, it's slowly affecting people and slowly reaching people, which is cool for me, is like building my brand, because it's like, people fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? It's about doing the shit that you don't want to do or you might have to do. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I didn't love doing content. Now it's like, I'm on there because it's like, I got this shit down. How can I get this shit down? It's like, show y'all behind the process, because that's what, like really what's dope. People just hear a song and it's like, all right, it's a song, but like, how did you get there? You know what I'm saying? So,
I commend you on actually doing it. I
On
remember
action.
me and T was talking
Bro.
shit. We was like, nigga, you not gonna do it. You just asking questions. Soon as
Bro.
we got back from that trip, that
I've been
nigga
on
got to it,
bro,
Oh,
it was
God.
like 5 days to a week. I got over 20 hours logged.
Bro, we
You know what I'm saying?
landed
Like,
that
everything.
day, and he called me after we got home. He said, so you could still come over and show me how to set up the live stream? I was like, yeah. I was
Hey,
like,
that's what
yeah,
y'all
I'll
call
be
it?
there.
Y'all ever hear about like how there's like 24 hours a day and you go talking to somebody that be in the gym at least once a day and they're like, bro, there's 24 hours a day. Like, how could you not make time to be in the gym, right?
Right.
Right.
And it's like, bro,
you don't
like,
want it.
like working with Russ and Good Company, it's like we do so much, bro. By the time you get home, bro, by the
Oh,
time you
God.
get home, you want to go to sleep, bro, because you're gonna have to be up at 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock,
Oh,
or else you getting a
God.
text message, bro. You finna get that text.
Oh God.
But
God.
not for me. It's like if I'm working like a full day, I know I'm gonna be tired the next day. But it's like I'm gonna have to wake up regardless if I do decide to do the content or not. But if I don't do the content, it's just gonna hurt me in the long run. So it's just
And you
I've been running
know
it.
what's special about what you said? I treat y'all in the same manner I was when I worked a job, because
Oh,
I
God.
want y'all to build your own thing. It's like, nigga, you're not stopping here. You're
Nah,
not
for
just
real.
gonna settle with being my engineer
For real.
and I pay it. Fuck all that. Nigga, I used to have to work a job for 15 hours
Oh, God.
every day and come home, get in that garage and rehearse, go down and make some content, edit after a 15-hour
Oh,
shift.
God.
Nah, nigga, you gotta
God.
do the same
You on
shit.
that run,
That's
too.
what come
Nah,
with
for
it.
real.
And it's like eventually you gonna have your own thing to where it's like I don't have to spend 15 hours there. I go spend however many I want there, and then I do my shit. You
Nah,
feel
for
me?
real.
But the fact that you take advantage of that, man,
You
it's
got
coming.
to.
And
You
I
got
told
to.
when we had our talk, I told him, I said, give it a year.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like this same time next year, that tell you everything you need to know. Go
Yep.
back to the life you used to.
Oh,
but by
God.
this time next year, if you do
finna
this,
be gone.
Right.
nigga, you won't even remember
Oh,
what
God.
your life was like.
On God, no,
Right.
for real. And it's just like the little things. Like if you like uncomfortable with your life, like you got to change something, you know. And it's all up to you to change it, you know. So I don't know if you know this, but I went to college, dropped out. And my dad's like, "What you want to do?" I was like, "I want to make beats." He was devastated. He's like, "Bro, you wanna do what? Like, you know what I'm saying?"
Like
And-
niggers do.
and I was like, I want to make beats. And it was like half a year to a year, right?
We're going to have to
This
bleep
nigga-
that.
My G has gotten really good at
Just
completely.
Bro, I
ignore
just phase him out, bro. I just phase him out. Like I was
We're
saying,
gonna have to
bro.
bleep that, bro.
Nah.
They're gonna take down our post.
I don't give a
That
fuck
shit
about
crazy.
no
No,
monetization.
I'm saying
shit, nigga.
they'll
The
take
fuck?
the video down. That's hate speech.
That's funny.
That's hella fun. Okay, proceed.
But he wanted me to go to college my whole life. I go to college, I drop out, and I was like, I want to make beats. Okay.
What did you leave that space for? what did you say? What in your head? What
He
was that
said,
space for?
like,
For you to say something? Nah, but so anyways, within that year, I was working at like every fast food job, and my last fast food job I worked at was a Greek grill, and I decided to quit and take on beats full time. And I rented a space for $500. It's a studio space. Like, you guys can't get that, but like if you do find a studio that's like being built up from the ground up, you might get a cheap rate. And I literally paid $500 and I lived in that studio space for like 3 months. And I literally took showers at the gym, bro. Like, went out, got food, like bought shit to cook food in the studio. Like, I lived in there, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I built my foundation.
Hungry.
Was just like, I was ready, bro. And
By choice.
that made like the transition of like working at a job to like being a producer and an engineer full time. And I wasn't even the best I could be. I just put in work and people saw I was hungry, so they wanted to work with me.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta do what you love, bro. But you know it's not gonna be easy. So
Sometimes when a nigga can see you hungry, that's when they start bringing you food.
oh God,
It's like, oh yeah, this nigga hungry, go get him something to eat. But if you don't look like you hungry because you ain't out there getting to it, shit. He
Nah.
clearly well fed because he ain't working.
He chilling.
Nah, real
Clearly he
shit.
good with his life. Do you be telling yo? You
I
be
got,
popping your shit?
bro. I got some clips. Yeah, I got clips
Fire.
about,
Oh, yeah.
bro.
Come
In one of the
on.
clips, I was talking about how I did this fire mix, and I showed it to you, and I was excited, and you were like, "Nah, this not it." It's like
I
good
love it.
content, but it's real, bro. And that's why I kind of fuck with this podcast, is because it's like, it don't matter if it's bad, good, sad, whatever emotion you trying to, you know what I'm saying, like get out, and like what people don't expect from you, it's the real shit, and it's real
Bro,
game, and
yesterday,
it's free game.
A shawty came up to me after the show and she was like, "This is my first time ever seeing you. I knew you from the podcast. I didn't know your music." And that was the first time I ever heard that from anyone. I was like, wow, from free game. So you know, she was like, "This is my first." The homies was like, "You got to check out his music," and I'm like, "The guy from the podcast?" And I was like, wow.
Wow.
Free game is really like prominent within just like
And it's
everywhere
crazy
we
because
go, and
he
we
don't
even
never
be
want to
doing it
do
consistent.
videos.
I'm the one who,
God.
as
He
soon
don't
as we got
ever
back, I
want
said, "Hey, y'all
us to
pull
film
up. We finna knock
episodes.
a
I'd
free
be like,
game."
let's film
You
a
feel
free
me?
game Friday. You don't know where they at in my fridge.
Bro, we in the middle of
That
talking.
nigga was up there looking everywhere.
You
I
looked
ain't
in the
got
fridge
no
and the
water.
door.
Nigga
did.
didn't even look in the fridge.
He didn't really look.
Are you sleep? Nigga didn't even look in.
Bro put his hands to the
The
side.
nigga didn't even. The nigga looked for water and never looked in the fridge.
Oh my
I said, "Can you
God.
grab me a water bottle out of my fridge?" That man came back like,
Nigga, what?
"What?"
God.
It's been a fucking. How many songs you think you mixed since you been here?
A lot. In the first month, it was almost 200 or a little over 200
Sheesh, how long you been here?
of LaRussell songs.
Yeah,
Not
you came in what?
nobody
March?
else's songs. And we've done, me and Splash been running plays. We probably about to have like 30 songs.
Damn.
I know that we always good on music and we have so much unreleased shit. I think it's damn near at least over 500, easy.
Damn.
But I should go back and count because it's a lot. But now y'all get to see it. Y'all get to see all the shit.
I love it.
And check it out.
All right, nigga, get the fuck outta here.
Snoop Dogg, bro. We finna mix that live soon.
Ooh,
Oh, God.
we got to start live streaming
Bro.
the sessions again. We need to have it to where we can live stream everywhere we go.
Ooh, what if we live stream free games?
Good.
We
Oh, God.
should.
Because then we could just
'Cause
like,
We really,
and
all
people
the
could-
things that we usually film, I feel like, because even the studio sessions, like, we should live stream that shit because it's just an experience that you never,
my God.
we never get to see. We get to see niggas hoop live. We get to see niggas play football live. We never get to see niggas rap and sing and make they shit live. You feel me? Like, that's an experience like a motherfucker. I wish I could see Hove at work.
For real.
Like, we gotta, I feel like if we bring the, especially if we always bring the transmitters with us,
Yeah.
with the shit that we use for the rehearsals, we can always tap into the out on the board at the actual studios too,
Yeah.
so we have direct audio and then we get combined
Hey.
room. When we do the grill sessions, we should. Only thing I be thinking like, and I guess it's just certain people, but when we do certain sessions, it's like, you know, everybody don't be wanting niggas to know where they at.
Yeah.
So it'd be like,
That's true.
yeah.
That's facts.
But
Probably
I mean,
not for
it's
that,
only
but-
certain sessions, and sometimes like we don't have to do it every time, and you don't be with them niggas all the time.
But
Yeah.
sometimes, you know, you be cooking and a nigga be like, you in the stew? You don't lie. You like, nah.
God. Yeah, I
bro.
feel that. I feel that. Nah, I don't think so. Not yet.
Yeah, I don't know. But fuck that shit. You feel me? Hey, a bit,
Oh my God.
a huge moment. I think.
don't-
We should
yeah,
just,
yeah.
we should,
Don't
okay,
do it,
because it's
don't
not
do it.
my shit.
It's
yeah,
not your
okay.
shit. Yeah.
I
Okay.
will say though, what's cool because you were like, I would love to watch Hove at work doing what he does, and it's like, nah, bro, because this is way better than watching Hove at work because you wouldn't get to see the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't get to see the real shit around Hove, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like on camera be changing people, bro, and it's like this not changing somebody, bro. This is real shit. Like,
It's funny when you got on live when we was in Bink shit. Bink, he didn't want you on there.
Yeah,
Like, he was
on
talking
God.
to me and I was like, nah.
I can see that because he was
Yeah.
like, "What you doing?" I'm
fall
like,
for
"I'm
you."
filming, bro.
I'm on
filming,
live,
big bro."
bruh.
Yeah, no, real shit. Nah.
You can't. It's gonna be it's gonna be exposing, you know, and that's one thing. Like I'm always considerate of when we live with other people is like, you know, how comfortable a nigga is in their own element, because you know we have some sessions where we end up having these convos with niggas, and it's like, bro,
Yeah.
you feel me? So I get that as well, but it's also like, man, I feel like all the niggas who be streaming and live streaming and shit that the world get to kind of witness be like, it don't be this, bruh. It don't be this. And it's like, this is shit that people need to get to witness.
This is the cultural reset.
Oh God.
The cultural reset. Imagine you just getting to witness and watch a nigga rebuild everything.
We setting new precedents. We setting new standards. All that other shit is out. All that other faking shit, killing niggas, all that weird pulling up
Boo-boo.
foes, that boo-boo, gra, gra, ka, ka. We're done with it. We're done with it. We're not supporting it. We're not buying tickets. We're not fake clapping. We're not doing none of that. Take that shit somewhere else. That ain't culture.
It is culture. It is culture. But it's like, it's not all encompassing. And it's just like, bro, we trying to move forward. We trying to move forward. And I think that's a collective mind of thinking. Like any nigga who fighting you on that, like, well, nigga, I gotta rap about killing niggas because that's my life.
I
It's
gotta
like, bro,
pull up foes.
like, bro, be for real.
I gotta pop perks.
Like, bro, be for real, nigga. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't care if you living like that, if that's your life. Like, nigga, that's not what we need to put out into the world and in the atmosphere. It's like, if you got a story, tell your story. But for every line to be about shooting niggas and killing niggas, it's like, bro, what we on?
The same-
about bitches this, bitches that, hoes this. Is like, bro.
And the same
and it's
reason-
like,
My bad, big bro. Go ahead.
niggas condoning that bullshit.
And
Nigga
the
was
same
like,
reason why like a nigga's
I-
life is so fucked up, like you be contributing to it.
what I say in that verse the other day, I said niggas be expecting blessings while living awfully.
They want their
feel me?
life to
It's
get
like-
better, but you sliding down the block
But
every
the
day.
media is supporting, and that's the problem with having media that's not of the culture. Because when you got an OG black nigga in your corner, an OG black nigga gonna be like, "Hey nigga, cut that shit out."
Right.
That ain't what we doing. But these white people are posted and be like, niggas outside, oh, they shot, they slid down in, they on the point, nigga pulled up and they hood. We don't condone that. That's never what we on. You see the little homie, nigga, what you doing? Like I said, when I was a little nigga, Lou would come out and be like, don't fucking do that. What is y'all, you was raised better than that. What you doing? But the media is condoning it because it's a bunch of white people who see us as entertainment, as niggers, as animals in a zoo. Look what they doing.
Oh, God.
Monkeying around.
Oh God.
Monkeying around. And we paying these niggas. That be the craziest part. We paying these niggas to post us.
To be laughed at, to have
How the
niggas.
fuck you gonna pay a nigga who outside the culture to post you about the culture?
And then the comments
Like-
be full of hate and nonsense. It's like, bro,
'Cause
they
that's
laughing
what
at
they
you.
cultivated.
They laughing
Because
at
that's
you.
the audience they cultivated.
And you pay them for any type of view. You don't care if a nigga hating on you or laughing at you or whatever. At least they talking about me is
Exposure.
crazy.
Exactly. And I get it. That's why it's like, it took me to get to this point where it's like, nigga, we're not doing that. Them niggas trick me. trick myself
Right.
into like, oh
The
no,
smart
but this
nigga.
is the guy. It's like, no, that's not the way.
Right.
That's not the way, because I got all the way here without none of that shit. And it's crazy because you'll get so far organic that you will think about using GMO. Like, part of me be like, damn.
Ooh, say it again.
Part of me be like, damn, if I would have been doing this then, I would have been, and it's like, yeah, but you would have been fake.
Right. If
You
I would
would've
have
been
pumped
fake
GMO in it sooner, my
If I
apple would
would
be
have
this
took
big.
steroids back then, I would have been breaking home run records. But your records ain't real,
Right.
nigga.
Damn, that's like a nigga who be in
Them
the
ain't
gym every
real,
day
nigga.
talking about if I would have just took steroids, I could have been. Nigga, you hell above. You hell above. Your muscles ripping
Nigga,
out your
that record
skin.
ain't real, nigga. You ain't work for that. Stop playing. My play overall 99. Shut up.
You ain't touched a basketball court in a decade, nigga.
At some point, we gotta, watch the party die.
Yeah. One thing I was
Sheesh.
thinking about is like when you do rap like that, like some shit, like the beats are hard and it's like, yeah, that's like where I come from like the beats being hard. It's like, okay, I love beats. They sound hard. Some songs be cool, but it's like, talking all that slide and shit and like whatever. But it will only get you so far. Because if you look at legends that are in the game, like they talk their shit and they're old and they're dope. You know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick, like he's not old, but he's still talking his shit and he'll go #1 off of talking his shit. But he's not killing people, you know what I'm saying? Like he might talk a little shit, you know what I mean? But like it's like when you have like, I'm just gonna say it, but when you do have like Future, bro, it's like he used to be dope. Like he used to like, what was it, Dirty Sprite 2? Like that was hard back in the day, but it didn't last. It's like his new albums, like, the beats are going crazy and he might got one slap on there, but they all not hitting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it just dies down when you hear the same shit talking about like messing with some bitches or like, you know what I'm saying? Put a hole in his head like a dolphin.
And we
you know what I'm
need,
saying?
we
Like whatever
need more
it'd be
from
the same
our OGs.
bars. Not
Like
for
we
real.
don't get to see hip hop age. I'm not trying to see no 40-year-old nigga talk about fucking hoes and popping person, sending his niggas to kill niggas.
God.
At 40?
How old you finna
At
get?
40?
At
When
40
we gonna,
with
when we
amps?
gonna, when we
Finna
gonna
get,
grow
bruh.
up and raise these kids that
With
we had?
millions? You got
When we gonna
13
grow up
baby
and raise
mamas.
these kids? Don't-
What about the kids?
But for real though, it's like cultural negligence and niggas fuck with it and they say it's just a different world and game. And it's so, cause I'm like, I'm such a fan of the culture. I love all these niggas deeply. Raw, Future is like, I came up on all that shit. Like if I see these niggas outside, it's like my excitement as a nigga of the culture is like, bruh. And then when you start to think and it's like, damn. What you do? Like, what did you do for the culture? And that's a different. What did you do for the culture, though? To get this level of reverence, what did you do? What did you say?
Bro, Future.
What was your impact?
Future literally had people dying off of lean, like for real,
Nigga
like for
giggled
real.
after.
You know what I'm saying? Because his music was so raw, it was so dope. But it's like people dying off of dope,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Crazy.
won't last forever.
Man, we back. We're going to try to do one every day. Lead the setup tomorrow. Yep. Oh God.
Tomorrow, y'all got this. y'all got this tomorrow.
Well, I'm supposed to have a break day. Wow. I'm excited to be back.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I was just sitting in my room and I was just like, I was watching this Ray Daniels interview, and he was saying how like he got fired from Warner because Ray Daniels. I can't wait till you meet that nigga. I think you gonna fuck with that. He's one of us. But he got fired from Warner because he had wrote this letter some years ago, and it was like, "Dear white music executives, from a black music executive perspective," and they end up publishing on Billboard anonymously, but they end up finding out it was him, and he was a big exec at Warner, and they end up like just fucking with him and letting that nigga go fucking up his contract and shit, and he really bet on himself, and he built his shit rebuilt that shit indie with his own squad and team, and he was talking about how he got a studio and shit, and I was just like watching it like, man, I have so much infrastructure that like is underutilized. You know, it's like we could do everything every day, and you know, by number 100, it's always different. I've learned that from personal experience.
You've done it over and over
I've
again.
done it over and over. By the 100th one, like we got here from Free Game in 20-something episodes, and niggas was like, bruh, Free Game the greatest thing in 20-something episodes. We ain't even, nigga, I ain't even.
We ain't even really.
Boy,
Yeah.
don't make me put my foot down. 2 feet on the gas pedal, nigga. Like, hurl. On God. But it's like, with the live streams, it only take 100. With everything,
real.
everybody, all y'all watching, nigga, 100. I'm telling you. You sit down and start a podcast, you do 100 episodes, your life gonna be different than when you was at 0. You sit down and start writing, you make 100 beats, your life gonna be different than when you was at 0. You write 100 songs, it's gonna be 100 pieces of content, it's gonna be different than when your shit was at 0. Go do 100 or something before you start bitching and complaining about how you ain't making it, ain't getting support, all that shit. Do 100 first. We get so many niggas who tap in for interviews and podcasts, and it's like, how many you do? Well, this, I want you to be my first. Nigga,
I ain't gonna lie. For every interview you do on another nigga platform, we gotta do one of these.
our own episode, right?
Of something. We gotta do the culture wall. We gotta do a free game. We gotta do something. For every time you lend your face somewhere else, you gotta make sure you build it at home.
On God. Because we only 100 away all the time.
You wake up in your estate every day.
You heard? Every day. That's the first work we should be doing. And we do so much that it's like, nigga, it ain't no way. It's just hard to miss.
It's hard to miss.
We gotta really just be selfish with your time and like really just stay home.
Yeah, we really just need to stay home for a month. Like, no, nigga, I'm literally staying home. Like, if you want to do something with me, you have to come to my house.
No, but it's like it'll
Because
start building.
we'll get so far ahead in that 1 month. You laughing at black people pain?
Nah, T smiling at me because in my head I'm like, yes, like we finna stay home. For
And
a
in my
month.
head, I'm like, we're fucking not
Bro,
staying.
Michael
so
Jackson calls.
busy.
You're like, gotta go. Gotta blast. No, but
said
I
he
really
back
think
from the
that's a
dead.
solution too. I feel like if we was to spend a month at home, we would get so much shit fucking
Oh
done.
God! Imagine if we spent 2 months.
Imagine if we spent a year. Imagine if we spent a year at home. It's
Oh,
like,
God.
no, you have to come here.
Bro, you know what's crazy is I was thinking about it, and it's like you for yourself and your career could live like literally live at home for the rest of your life and be fine for the rest of your life, but you still are hungry, bro, and you still want to get more. And what I was thinking about was earlier today, I was thinking about myself, and I was like, damn, I'm exhausted. And then it's like Mike Tyson is exhausted. You feel me? And he just got exhausted. You know what I'm saying? Like the last few years. And it's like he even went back in the ring, whether it was fake or
Man.
not. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, and that's physical exhaustion. And I'm tired from hopping on planes. You know what I'm
Every
saying?
nigga
Like
who's
what?
done something great is
Is-
exhausted. And that's the only thing with staying home is like your experience is different. Like we've gained so much from going to DC, going to New York, going to like we build. Like it's necessary, right? You have to go to niggas' home.
100%.
Somebody came up to me today and was like, "Man, we came to your home and now you in our home." And you know, building that too, like it means so much as well. And like it's always about balance. It's just using our time when we do. Yeah, we ain't staying home. The fuck you, nah. We be home though. Like that's the beauty in what we do. Like I see my family a lot. You know, a nigga be home. It's like you moved away from home, so it's a difference. But it's like when you start rebuilding that home, which now, you know, this is your home, which is a beautiful thing. Eventually, you're going to
God.
have a family here, little my G's running around and shit.
God.
You heard? It's a beautiful thing. But it's like to be an artist that gets to like stay home this much and really build from what we do, like, nigga, it's an incredible fucking thing.
Nah, real shit, but we hungry.
Yeah,
We hungry.
we hungry. Closing words.
10,000 shots.
We not staying home, nigga. Until next time, you have just witnessed another episode of Free Game Friday.
She thought I was gonna say it with her.
Ooh, those are applause. Y'all hear them? Yeah.
Those are gunshots. What?
I don't want the beat if it ain't Mike G.
You got any closing words, sir?
Man, just stay tuned in and tapped in. We running a fucking marathon. We got a show at Fairgrounds, nigga. Young nigga done brought rap back to Fairgrounds, you heard? We building infrastructure, rebuilding culture, restructuring what it looked like, what's cool and what's not cool. Popping our shit and still doing it tight, showing up for the kids, showing up in the world, showing up as a light. You feel me? Running that race, making niggas see what's really dope. It's dope to be a real ass human, a real ass nigga, a real ass person.
Everything he said.
We ain't no detriment to our culture, to our people, to our hood. We ain't killing the communities we live in.
Ooh.
We ain't selling crack to the kids.
Ooh.
All that shit out.
Say that.
All that shit out.
Say that.
And ain't nobody gonna convince me otherwise, nigga. You cannot convince me that it's okay to kill the hood and kill the culture and detriment your community because that's all you know and where you from and how you came up. Nigga, stop playing. It's been niggas who came up in that all our fucking life. All lineage, nigga, and everybody don't choose that route. Every day you got an opportunity to choose differently and choose better. And you could be a detriment to society or you could be somebody who become an asset and add to it. You heard?
Now choose.
Real niggas do real shit.
Cut the fucking camera.
Ooh wee.
Here.